You know, my mom always told me there will be times where you want to give up, times where you just can't go anymore. But she'd look at me and say, you better keep pushing, son. The weight that we carry on a daily can resemble Atlas, with the world on his shoulders. And sometimes we ask ourselves, why us? It's because we are built for it, we are made for it. And this is a story of perseverance. This ride I'm going on will take me from the great state of Louisiana to Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I'm super excited for two reasons. One, I'm doing something I love to do, and two, I'm doing it on my birthday. As elated as I was, I couldn't help but to feel an aura of uneasiness in the air, and I shook it off as we locked in, covering miles and getting reacquainted with one of my very best friends, the highway. You know, there are people who will do their best to discourage you from doing things that make you happy, that please you, but you definitely have to tune them out and keep focused on the things that you love the best in this life. Sometimes I often ask myself, why me? Questioning myself, why have I been picked to have this passion? Because it's something that burns inside of me, and that flame could have nearly been extinguished when I had my near fatal accident 13 years ago. Fractured bones in my neck, fractured bones in my spine, collapsed lung. I'm lucky to be alive today, and I'm always grateful that I have the ability to ride again today. First gas stop. First gas stop. Look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Look at this. I'm not used to these kind of prices, especially living in the South. It's like California prices. I went to California last year. That's what I was seeing. You know what I'm saying? So this is crazy. Got my dog K.O. with me.
Hey, what up, what up?
I don't know who you...
We out here on the grind. Houston, breathe, baby, all the way.
We ain't talking about it, we being about it. You feel me? On the ground. What your gas was looking like?
Man, I still got 91 left. I got 91 miles left.
You got 91?
No, this is a little more. This is stock. This is stock.
Oh yeah.
This is stock, baby.
I had like 38-ish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But after a quick gas stop, we got back to the open road, taking advantage of the highway to lay down some miles and make up some ground from earlier. But it wouldn't be long until we had our first trip interruption of the day. Right there, come back. Stay right there. Yep. I see a hole right here. Yep,
that's the hole. Look right here. See right there? That could be it. Whatever it is, it punctured it.
You got one of them air pumpers?
I do. I do. You got it? Motherfucking no. Now pull. There you go. See, you can leave that bitch like this. Yeah, look, I was like, look, I said he probably hate that motherfucking street glide right now, boy. I thought it was the bat wing was
We'll catch a wind from the 18 wheeler. Alright. Then I left that motherfucker wobbling.
It filling up, you sure?
Yeah, it look like it.
I can't tell.
Yeah.
The story champions are made of. You just never know what can happen on the road. Flat. Got the flat plug. Started airing it up. Another hole. Gash. All we can do is wait now. All we can do is wait.
After waiting for an hour for the cavalry to show up, they came and loaded up the bike. I soon followed and I rode to Montgomery, Alabama to catch the Harley dealership before they closed. Hopefully they had a tie-in stop and were able to get us in and out so we could get back to our trip.
Okay, they say ask for Homer.
Homer?
Yeah. Say T-Bird said ask for Homer. T-Bird said it asked for you.
Okay.
Need a tire, bro.
All right, what kind of bike are we looking at?
2020 Street Drive.
Shouldn't be a problem.
I'll get that. I'm the one to talk to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll talk to you.
Man, I
Where you got the
appreciate
bike
you.
at?
Right outside.
You on a trailer or you
Yeah,
rolling?
it's on
Oh.
So we done made it almost. Well, we getting it together now, y'all. Getting it together. So everything works out. Always good to stay positive, stay motivated, because you never know who you know. All right, so we made it to Harley Davidson of Montgomery, Alabama. Let's see some of their selection.
After the tire change, we chunked up the deuces to our bros who helped us out. We were way behind schedule and we had another 2.5 hours to get to Atlanta. I'm always grateful to have a group of people that no matter what happens, when you put out the bat signal, someone will come and aid you, and that it's something that is well worth its weight in gold.
So made it to our, I guess, little mini destination at our hotel, Clarion. You know, just got checked in and gonna put our stuff up, and then we gonna go back to the clubhouse and hang out and have a little fun, because we in the city, y'all. That's what we doing in the city. That's what we do. We going to hang out. So check back in with y'all.
Act like you support us if you do hop in that crew. Grab a gun if you ain't with it, put up money for a gun. Okay, let's go.
Brothers, made sure we had a nice place to stay. Food, which we just killing right now. We just out here relaxing, chilling. And in the morning, push on out to Fayetteville, North Carolina. It's gonna be a good ride. Promise.
It's clear that you're distracted. Does that have something to do with business?
Look at this shit, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. I guess we gotta ride out in this. Me. Look at this, y'all. But the show must go on. The show must go on. Unfortunately, it's just been some terrible weather.
Day 2 started as a wet, cold, and definitely a rainy one. How could Mother Nature play such a cruel joke on me for my birthday weekend? But I wasn't really tripping because it's not my first rodeo in the rain. And plus, even though Fayetteville is only 5 hours away, it couldn't possibly rain the whole time. Or could it?
So, first gas stop from this morning, and it's been raining. My GoPro's froze up on me, so I couldn't really show y'all, but it's just pouring down. It's pouring down, and we soaking wet. We soaking wet. But that's life on the road. That's life on the road.
Rain started slacking up a little bit, and I think we both got a little excited at this point, pumping our fists and vibing out to my favorite radio station, D&D FM 103.
Made it to the Loves somewhere in South Carolina. I tell you, man, it ain't for the weak. I ain't gonna lie, it's not for the weak, but it can be for you if you get your mind right. I like bananas on the road. It's like my go-to food. Grab one of them. That's gonna hold me down. So the question is, do I take my rain gear off or keep it on? That's the question. How your body feeling? How your body feeling? You still cold? Watch that kickstand.
Yeah, I'm just pushing it up.
Our happiness from the quick dance-off was cut short as Mother Nature smacked us upside our heads again, with the sky definitely falling out and drenching us on our last leg up to Fayetteville.
I don't know if y'all can see, but visibility is diminished greatly at this point. It's a lot of misty. It's not necessarily rain, it's like the mist of the rain, if that makes sense. Like with these trucks and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's just aggravating. We done made it to our destination. Good news, that is the good news. It's not raining no more. Bad news is I done burnt up one of my GoPros. The rain just got to it. I don't know how, but that's all right. I needed an upgrade anyway.
Come here, cheese. Come on, bro.
What it do, baby? What's up?
Tell them where we at.
Hey, man, you're in North Carolina. This is North Carolina Dirty Baby, man. Dirty Bird. We doing a special all weekend. We got my man GQ in town from Baton Rouge himself out here capturing that mother. We'll see y'all in Dallas, breed. One love. Dirty Birds. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, we got the DJ group over there. We got another one over here. Lounge area for the lady VIP section. Another bar for the VIP up there. Double bar here. Get down, stomach. This is so cold blue, man. Rest in peace. I miss that brother. Over here. As you see, we can have two things going on. We got another DJ going through here. One up there. We get down either way. We got a pool table. Everybody that comes to the lounge has to take a picture. Gotta get a picture in front of you. This is how we do, man. We live in large, man. We have fun.
Yeah.
This is the spot.
Yeah.
This is the spot.
Hey man, this is a clubhouse. This is what you call a clubhouse. It's a real clubhouse.
Screens, we got the pole, we got dancing areas. Hey, we get down, man. What's up?
Fayetteville, man, they doing it big out here, man. They doing it big out here.
handle our shit later on after they get done.
Okay, yeah. Let me grab me.
Outside of riding my motorcycle, this is my absolute favorite part. The fellowshipping, the true brotherhood. Soldiers United Motorcycle Club in Fayetteville showed me an awesome time, and I cannot thank them enough for the open arms in which they embraced me and the kind words that were spoken. Bonds like this I won't ever take for granted, and I will only strengthen them over time. So after hanging out for a while and exchanging stories, we headed back to our spot. But I wouldn't stay late as I had to get up for a very long ride back home. 11 hours to be exact. Getting a few miles in with your brothers is always an awesome time, even if for a little bit. But I tell you what, I'll always cherish it.
Early flight. Fayetteville, North Carolina. I'm gonna grab me a cup of water real quick.
Leaving to go home on the third day was definitely an experience. I punched my address in the GPS, but as I expanded the screen, I soon realized we were nowhere near the interstate. I can't lie and say I wasn't scared, as this looked like a scene straight from Jeepers Creepers. I just kept thinking to myself, I hope nothing goes wrong, because I highly doubt someone knows where we are and will be able to find us. But as the moonlit highway gave way to brighter skies, my nerves eased. We passed through many small towns along the way, forgotten communities stripped of their economy by the interstate system. And soon we will arrive at the state line, and we will catch us a quick pick as a keepsake.
Middle of somewhere in South Carolina, but I felt something in my deflector started coming off. So my heat deflector started coming off. I'm gonna just take that off real quick, top off some gas, we're gonna keep it moving. But I felt something rattling. So, but we out here making it. Fog is super thick. Super thick. Wet. But yeah, that's it, man.
You know what's crazy about all this? And it's a thought that keeps replaying in my mind. And that is, sometimes you need to travel off the beaten path to find what you're looking for. Nothing in this life will ever be easy, but I know one thing for certain and two things for sure. If it's worth having, then it's damn sure worth working for. And as the sun rose above the trees, I became more confident, more focused, more excited. The path I had taken opened my eyes up to something much more. I now share a deeper appreciation for the back roads of America. Although the majority of commuters may avoid you, just know I'll keep you in my mind always and ready on command for you to show me more of what you have, and I'll be there to soak it all in. We rode through the lush forest, as green as the Grinch himself, with birds perched high in the treetops, and the fog swayed up and down with the elevation, added moisture to my clothing, but was really refreshing to feel on my skin. This was such a beautiful accident, because now I can tell my friends back home about this experience.
The back roads was real cool. It was real foggy though. It was real foggy. And I think like it was still a good ride, it was a damn good ride, but I think that it would have been much better had it not been as foggy. It's a lot of curves, a lot of bends and stuff like that. And it was cool. It was cool, definitely different. My first time really just like getting on a back road and not taking the interstate somewhere.
After gassing up, I accidentally broke my cell phone mount, which led to me dangerously keeping my phone in my lap until the next gas stop. Bobbing my head up and down, looking at my directions is not a best practice. The sky was beaming, but the air smelled a little differently than before. As soon as I could gather my thoughts, the sky turned an ominous gray, a sign of sinister weather ahead. Webster's defines the word perseverance as a continued effort to do or achieve something despite all difficulties, any failures, or opposition. With all that has happened so far on this trip, the flat tires, the constant rain, we could have easily given up. But I can hear my mom's voice cheering me on and pushing me, saying, "Come on, son, you got this."
Man, I did that for some man. I dozed, bro. Hey, look, I'm sitting. I'm like, I said, he kind of far back. Then I look back again, and I see just
I said, oh, such a shit.
See, I went from your lane to the next lane to the brrr to
Man. That rain to do it to y'all, man. The rain to put you in a trance.
Our last gas stop, we contemplated removing our gear, but we quickly came to our right minds and said to each other, nah. And we were correct, because soon enough, Mother Nature would unleash her last wave of rainstorms to pimp slap us upside our heads and to deter us. But we still pushed through. But you know what? That's how life is. You have to weather all storms and obstacles thrown your way before you see the light at the end of the tunnel. And as our trip came to an end and we parted ways, I become filled with many emotions. I replay the trip in my head, and I know that I've become just a little more closer with my brothers each time we leave and come back safely. Now, with my motor humming as I got closer to my home, I just smiled and became filled with joy thinking about another successful trip. Don't ever let anyone tell you what you cannot do, because if you believe that, then you'll never know what you can do. And this is GQ signing off, telling you guys to be safe, be cool, most importantly, be you, and peace out until we meet again. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.